Today is the first day of preseason. It's winter, it's cold, there's some snow in the forecast, but we play in New Jersey. This sort of thing comes with the territory. What you have to understand is in women's sports, you have to wear a lot of hats, and sometimes that hat is warm and fuzzy. We turned this club around by taking impossible out of our vocabulary. It's gonna be a lot of header work today. It's good that this is happening today. It's the time of year where everyone is in prime physical shape. It doesn't matter how many investors you have or how big you build your club. It's about how you use the tools that are available to you. I thought we had a snowblower in here. Is this something we can use allocation money on? Can we get Chicago on the phone? I think we can figure this out. But we need to do this now. This is open the trade window. Let's go. But some days, even when you give it your best, it doesn't go your way. It's good though. You learn from your losses. It's a long season, and you just have to take it one day at a time. Hey, Elise, pipe burst in the visitor's locker room.
All right, here we are. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first ever Trendy Awards. I'm Preston Bradsher from She Plays. We've got Ashley Hart here as well. We're here tonight to celebrate women's sports and more specifically, the social media moments that brought all of us into the action at home. As the great soccer writer and all-around winner, Meg Linehan once said, women's sports fans today were raised in the pits of Tumblr, and tonight we're going to do our best to prove that theory. Here to host this glorious evening are three up-and-coming sports organizations. We're usually found yelling about equality in sports on Twitter, but for tonight, for one night only, we're all dressed up to give some well-deserved props to the best women's sports moments the internet had to offer this year. First up is She Plays, that's us, represented tonight by myself, Preston Bradsher, and Ashley Hart. And Bree Kirkland couldn't be here with us tonight, but we want to shout her out as well. And also here with us live tonight is Gal Pal Sports, represented by Emily Anderson and Leslie Ryder. And finally, our friends Haley Marsh, Amanda Ephraim, and Allie Simpson over at Future Millionaires will be joining us via video throughout the show.
The idea for the Trendies came from the fact that women's sports are uniquely good at the internet. Like, really good. If you've ever hung out on Twitter during an NWSL or NWHL game, you'll know what I mean. The teams, leagues, players, and fans just know how to get the most out of social media, so we thought, why not make it interesting? We have 15 categories tonight, all with multiple worthy nominees compiled by our teams. You'll see everything from memes to Twitter wars to TikTok dances over the course of the evening, and believe me when I say the decisions were not easy. Nevertheless, the Academy voted last week, and the results are in, and we're ready to kick off the first annual Trendy Awards.
But first, one quick disclaimer. Not all our winners were able to be here with us live tonight, but we still wanted to honor them in some way. So throughout the show, you'll hear statements from a variety of colorful characters, human and otherwise, characters done by us, all kinds of things. Who have agreed to accept awards on behalf of our winners. We feel that these acceptors capture the essence of our winners and highlight why they each deserve their award. things are going to get silly tonight for sure, but we want you to know that the awards are meant very sincerely, and we hope that you'll join us in celebrating each winner tonight, whether they could be here with us live or not.
Enjoy the show.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Leslie.
and I'm Emily, and we're Gal Pal Sports.
We're sports gays who talk about women's sports in a way that's informative and fun.
Wait, I thought we were a t-shirt company.
No, we make funny videos.
Honestly, we just yell on the internet a lot.
Well, Webster's dictionary defines villain as one blamed for a particular evil or difficulty. Whether you are cursing your opponents before they play or stoking the fires of rivalry, this year's villains were committed to promoting chaos.
And the nominees are
The Orlando Pride for the Challenge Cup curse, the Toronto Six for Twitter villainy, and the Trendy goes to the Orlando Pride! Here to accept their award, we have the sage herself, Duda Pavot from the Orlando Pride.
Would like to accept the award for the best villain on behalf of everyone at our content and communications department who worked super hard on their meme and standing game. But without you, the fans, and your votes, the Pride curse would not have been possible. So thank you. Can you smell something burning?
Thank you so much, Duda. We are so happy to have you with us.
All right, we're back. Here we are.
Our next award category is Best Style. This one was hotly contested, as everyone knows that women's sports has some of the greatest style icons around. We've seen a whole range of looks this year, and social media isn't shy about calling out the favorites. Here are the nominees for Best Style. We have Megan Rapinoe's Wobble Scarf, Baby D's headphones, Kurt Miller's tropical shirts, and Sky Blue FC draft pantsuits, and finally Bill Lambier's headbands. And the trendy goes to Coach Bill Lambier's headbands. Bill Lambier was unable to be with us tonight to accept this award, but instead we get to hear from someone else on his behalf accepting this award. Our superstitious people everywhere. Here's what they had to say about Coach Lambier. Superstition is an underappreciated part of life, but Coach Lambier and his team brought it back to the spotlight in the WNBA this year. The Las Vegas Aces understand the importance of a good luck charm, and if that means your coach can't cut his hair for months, so be it. Coach Lambier repped the superstitious among us, and he clearly deserves this award. Congratulations to Coach Lambier and his headbands. Now to present our next award, let's throw it over to the future millionaires.
Hey everyone!
I'm Amanda.
I'm Allie,
And I'm Haley.
and we are future millionaires, and we never turn down the opportunity for a shameless plug. You can find us on Instagram at Future Millionaires.
Well, we're here, as future millionaires because a lot of people treat women's sports like they're something we should like because it's good for the next generation. Like it's inspiration to little girls. But our view on that is that women's sports are actually really fucking entertaining for our generation right now. Sorry for the language, but not really.
It had to be said. All right, so now we're on to the award. There were plenty of hilarious moments that made their way into social media this year, and it was actually really hard to pick just one favorite. But this award goes to the moment that made us laugh the hardest, and the nominees for the Class Clown Award are the fake Twitter feud of the Las Vegas Aces. This is when Asia Wilson and De'Erica Hamby. This one really actually had me terrified. I wasn't sure if it was a joke or not because they were going really, really hard. But they fooled us. They did fool us. Our second nominee is the Chicago Sky. Their Wubble social media was incredible. Specifically their Sid Colson, where Sid is the sun video, and all of them on bikes, completely incredible. And our third award is for Baby Amaya, who's De'Erica Hamby's daughter, who is adorable throughout. the wobble, but there was one moment where she was helping her mom in an ice bath and refused to throw a piece of ice at Asia Wilson, which was very cute.
Okay, drum roll, please. The Trendy Award goes to Asia Wilson and Derek Hamby for the fake Twitter feud that had us all shaking. Thankfully, the feud ended up being about as real as the soon-to-be former Atlanta Dream owner and wannabe Senator Kelly Loeffler's flannel and trucker hat cosplay during the Georgia runoffs. They couldn't be here with us tonight, so accepting this award on their behalf is none other than Raphael Warnock. Here's what he had to say about our winners.
What I love about the Las Vegas Aces is that they really appreciate the value of a good practical joke. Asia and Derica are bringing the spirit of Kelly's campaign attack ads to the WNBA, and I couldn't be happier to see these two get this award. Also, thanks for helping me win.
Congratulations to our winners. We are very, very proud of you.
And congrats to Raphael Warnock, Senator Warnock. Okay, moving on to our next category, we have the Best Mic Drop Award. This honor goes to the sports moment that made us all want to shut up and listen. These nominees made big statements throughout the year, and we got to watch all unfold online. Here are the nominees for the Best Mic Drop. And the trendy goes to Naomi Osaka. Naomi unfortunately couldn't be with us here tonight, but we wanted to recognize this moment as one of our favorites of the entire year. She found such a simple way to get the message across, and the world clearly heard her.
And I think what was so great about this moment is that the masks themselves were so powerful. And then when the interviewer, Tom Rinaldi, asked her what the message was, she turned it back on him and said, well, what was the message that you got? Really reminding everybody that this is a time for self-reflection and to have hard conversations about race and justice and equality and what we need to do to try and help remedy these age-old issues.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Congrats to Naomi on this well-deserved honor. And we'll be back in a bit to announce other awards. So BRB, try not to miss us too much. All right, we'll try. This next award is going to go to the most exciting newcomer in the sports scene this year. And let me tell you, it was a tough category. Despite the absurd difficulties of this year with the pandemic and everything else, we still managed to see huge growth in the women's sports landscape. From new teams to entire new leagues, this year made it clear that women's sports are on the rise. Here are the nominees for Most Exciting Newcomer.
Los Angeles, where the concrete meets the coast, where talent meets triumph. A city defined by its citizens empowered by their dreams. A place that moves the world. And what better time is there to move than now? Welcome to a new era of sport and entertainment. Unapologetic, undeniable, unstoppable. That's who we are, because that's who the city is. Bright lights and brighter stars. This is the place. This is the time. The global sport in the global city. Coming together, we're naturally destined to be bigger than the game. Rewriting the script, righting the wrongs, building a women's football club that lives up to the name. Angel City.
The world tries to place limits on you, telling you what an athlete looks like, what fandom feels like, what pro sports should be like. But limits exist to be surpassed. It's time for athletes to call the shots, for fans to come first, for games to be reimagined. It's time to transform the world of pro sports. Introducing Athletes Unlimited.
Dear hockey fans, let us introduce ourselves. We are the Toronto Six, the sixth team in the National Women's Hockey League.
Our name is rooted in Toronto's history, but you can bet we will be making a legacy all of our own.
We are the Six, on and off the ice.
We are hockey players, professional athletes, and ambassadors.
And we are ready to take the NWHL by storm.
And make the city of Toronto proud.
We are the Toronto Six.
And the trendy goes to Angel City FC. Here to accept this award, we have Julie Ehrman joining us live from Los Angeles.
Hey, thank you guys so much. It's incredible to win the Trendy and to be in such incredible company with Athletes United and Toronto Six and Louisville Racing FC. It's awesome to see another NWSL club here. And really, we've just been following their lead and trying to keep up. We don't take the pitch until April 22nd, so it's so incredible that you have already acknowledged us. We've got a lot more work to do, but this is our first. This is our first award and first recognition, and can't thank you enough. It means so much. We're trying to build something different, and we're trying to build it with community and with purpose, and make real impact. So winning this award goes a long way to telling my team that works incredibly hard and myself that we're on the right path. So thank you so much, truly.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thanks for joining us.
How cool is that?
It's so cool.
That's so cool. I mean, Angel City was a great announcement.
It really was.
Everyone exploded. It broke the internet for a minute there.
It truly did, and we were sad because we were moving away from LA, and they seemed to show up just when we were leaving. So if any other cities would like us to come there so that you can get an NWSL team, just as we plan to leave, we're happy to do that for us.
Yeah, just give us a heads up, and we'll move to your city and then leave if that's what you need us to do.
Yeah.
So this is one of a couple little breaks in the show where we want to have the hosts give you some hot takes on their favorite social media moments from this year that didn't make it into our nominations for one reason or another. So first up, we'd love to hear from Leslie and Emily over at Gal Pal.
If I have to pick one moment, just one, the NWSL draft.
Was that one moment?
It was several moments strung out over a 4 to 5 hour period.
You're calling that okay.
A moment in the sense that like we're all in this together kind of moment.
Except for those of us that went to bed.
Okay, like we might have gone to bed at hour 4. We have our limits. Everyone has a limit.
We're getting old, you know.
It's just we've seen many a day, and we've grown weary. And when you've seen a team take their 4th time out, you know, it's just it hurts a little.
Yeah,
it feels personal.
If we do that on the West Coast next year, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. So if anyone from Angel City is listening to this call, you know, you have timeouts, but do you have to use them? I don't know.
I think be a pal. Yeah. I think it would be groundbreaking to not use your timeout.
To be the first team that doesn't use a timeout.
I mean, that's revolutionary.
That's pretty legendary.
I'm just saying.
I have to agree with you there, I have to say.
Oh, it's back to us.
But you know what else is legendary?
What's that?
This next set of nominees.
We are so proud of these next nominees. We're actually gonna get serious and sincere.
These nominees all played an important role in moving sports forward this year. They all took their rightful place in sports, whether it was on the field, on the court, or in the front office. By being among the first, they allow others to feel seen.
Even if you can't all win a Trendy tonight, you are all trailblazers. Here are the nominees for the Trailblazer Award.
Swin Cash, Vice President of Basketball Operations, New Orleans Pelicans. Sarah Fuller, Place Kicker, Vanderbilt Football. Quinn Oil-Rain and Lasia Clarendon, New York Liberty. Kendall Coyne Schofield, Player Development, Chicago Blackhawks. Katie Sowers, Offensive Assistant Coach, San Francisco 49ers. And the Trendy goes to Lasia Clarendon and Quinn.
They could not be here tonight to join us, but we thank them very much for continuing to be themselves and for broadening how we think about inclusivity in sports.
Hi, I'm Bree from the She Plays team, and we're bringing it back to the high school yearbook with this next award for cutest couple. We're blessed to have so many wonderful options to choose from and to have so many amazing LGBTQ couples represented among the leagues. It feels impossible to choose, but here are the nominees for cutest couple. And the Trendy goes to Courtney Vandersloot and Allie Quigley for their WNBA record that stole our hearts. And they couldn't be with us here tonight, but accepting the award on their behalf is the Institution of Marriage. This record is a win for the Vandersloot-Quigley household, as well as the Chicago Sky and married couples everywhere. Just look at how in sync they are. If this doesn't convince people that marriage is worth it, I don't know what will. Congratulations to the Vanderquigs for this award, and we can't wait to watch you play together next year. Now, let's send it back over to our friends at Future Millionaires to present the next award.
All right. This next award is called the Best Not to Mess Award. And it goes to the person you'd least like to meet in a dark alley, if you know what we mean. There are plenty of badasses in women's sports. One of those words that's used for women's sports only, badasses. But these nominees gave us the moments that shook us to our core and are the nominees for the Best Not to Mess Award.
This is your second game that you've missed. I know Indiana took it very personally that you did not play in that loss. What's your status and how did you react to those comments?
Yeah, I thought they were kind of funny. I think they forgot they were going to have to see me in the lunch line and have to see me in the elevator. So that was kind of funny. You know, I've never based my decision on my body on another team, you know, especially not Indiana. So it is what it is. Luckily, we get to play them on Tuesday.
Okay, and I like the shout out for the shirt.
Yeah, you got it for the old people, you know.
Quite a list of nominees there. But this Trendy Award goes to none other than Diana Taurasi. She wasn't able to join us this evening, so accepting this award on her behalf is the ref from the game against the Lynx. Here's what he had to say about Diana Taurasi. Sir? Hello, are you there? Well, it looks like he is still hiding from Diana in the men's restroom at the Wubble gym. Unclear if he knows the Wubble season has ended. I guess we will accept this award on her behalf. Congratulations to DT, the GOAT, on this award.
Okay, so this next award is for the leaders, the players who have the unique ability to bring out the best in their teammates. What we're calling the Motivate Me Award goes to the athlete who uses their passion to lift up their teams this year. And the category is full of inspirational speeches that made us all at home want to get out of our seats and get into the games ourselves once we have the vaccine. Here are the nominees for the Motivate Me Award.
I'll
just say right off the bat, extraordinary honor to be named the captain, and I'm going to work my butt off and follow in the legacy of all the people that have worn the armband and been in this role before. And I also consider myself extremely lucky in that I am on a team that is just full of leaders.
The difference between legendary teams and the others is that greatness lives on a never-ending ascent, never satisfied. And they know that victory is reserved for those who are willing to pay the price. Willing to pay the price means consistently showing up. Staying hungry. When the mind is willing, the body will follow. Paying the price means being ruthlessly dedicated to our path, giving no ground, fearless in attack. The power of our group is that we are all willing to pay that price. So strike a match, bring your gas cans, and let's burn this up!
We set up under the break, and it never broke, and we won the championship because of this circle. And I will bring to the defendant, the 360 attacking
All right, listen, loyal fans stick by their team, which is why from day one I have said I am a bandwagon fan, and I am now changing my alliance just for today and rooting for the Boston Pride.
And the trendy goes to Rachel Daly for her post-game speech at the Challenge Cup. Here to accept the award tonight is Rachel Daly herself.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to say a massive thank you, and it's a real honour to be receiving the award of Best Motivator. It's nice to finally see the hours I spend yelling at my teammates on the field and in the locker room paying off. I was up against some tough competition, Megan Klingenberg, Becky Sauerbrunn and Madison Packer, so again I'm delighted to receive this award. And I'd like to thank the Trendies Academy and all my Houston Dash teammates and staff for this honour and this award.
Well, I'm ready to go run a marathon after those speeches myself.
Let's go.
Take off the blazer.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
we run in these. We run in these.
We run in these. It's an award
right.
tonight. Let's go.
We're fancy today. All right. Well, while we cool down, we're back with a few more of our own favorite moments off social media in women's sports this year. Ashley, do you want to start us off on the She Plays side?
Yeah, I absolutely loved the drafts for Athletes Unlimited softball season. They were streamed on Facebook. I thought they were just a unique way of reaching the fan base in such an important way. The drafts happened every week, so anyone unfamiliar with Athletes Unlimited, they worked on sort of like a fantasy point system, and the top 4 players who scored within that scoring system got to be the captains for the next week. And so every Tuesday they had a live draft where they picked the rest of their teammates, and it was an ever evolving thing every week. And it was just really fun to see a collective group all encouraging each other and then getting to do kind of like the elementary school, backyard pick of my team. So that was my favorite. What about you, Preston?
That's awesome. We're big fans of Athletes Unlimited at She Plays because we have fantasy sports and it makes it like really easy for us to transfer stuff. I'm into that for that reason. My favorite moment from this year had to be in the Challenge Cup when, in typical women's sports fashion, not in a good way, we ended up with finding out that the players didn't have coffee, or they were paying for their own coffee in the bubble. And everyone knows that coffee is life. Coffee is my blood. Coffee is everything I need. So the fans, also in very typical women's sports fashion, absolutely rallied around this. And they put together these fundraisers online, again, everything completely virtually, and raised there's this one Facebook group that raised over $5,000 in 24 hours to buy coffee for the players. And they send it on, and then they sent some of it to charity too, but they were like pick a team every day and buy their coffee for that day. And it was just such a cool way that the fans found to interact with the players, even though it's a pandemic and we can't actually be there. I just thought it really spoke to how dedicated women's sports fans are. And it makes me happy because they're so deserving. I know, right? So we're good. We're ready to keep going.
We're ready to keep going. Y'all ready?
Yeah, pal.
You're
How you
a
feeling?
little bit, but
I know.
I think we can pull it together.
I think we can do it.
Rookies.
Every team has them.
They score goals.
They win awards.
And they carry the vets' bags.
But they also use their platform to raise thousands of dollars for community organizations and stand up for Black lives.
These rookies are already working like seasoned pros. Here are the nominees for favorite rookie. Crystal Dangerfield, Minnesota Lynx. Sophia Smith, the Portland Thorns. Ciara King, OL Reign. Kennedy Carter, the Atlanta Dream. Satu Savali, the Dallas Wings. And Soraya Tinker of the Metropolitan Riveters. And the trendy goes to Ciara King. Ciara couldn't be with us, but we have one of her coaches here to accept her award.
Bonjour. We are very lucky to have Ciara King joining us this year for our reign. Oh, she is so fast. We thought the clocks in the training facility were broken. Oh, but she has a tremendous sense of humor. She even made Farid Ben-Stiti smile. He hasn't done that since 2009. But she is a joy to work with in the community, and she is a welcome addition to the Oren family. Merci. This award will look very good in our trophy case. Merci.
Thanks, Coach.
Merci.
Yeah.
Merci.
Yeah.
Merci.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, next up, everyone knows that big sponsorships are a key to growth in sports, and this year brought us some truly excellent ones. These sponsorships were about more than just money. They had stories and purpose, and that made them a big hit online. Here are the nominees for favorite sponsorship. Athletes Unlimited and Topps Trading Cards. Kalia Copper and Nothing Bundt Cakes. Asia Wilson and the Mountain Dew Hair Salon. And Emily Sonnet and Waffle House. And the favorite sponsorship goes to Asia Wilson and the Mountain Dew Hair Salon. They couldn't be here with us tonight, but accepting this award on their behalf is anyone who has given themselves a DIY quarantine haircut in the past year. We've all had some pretty bad pandemic hair this year, and while it was nice to hang around for a while, it was time to get back to decent haircuts. Asia Wilson and her Mountain Dew Hair Salon in the WNBA bubble made that possible, and we want to thank them for making everyone look presentable again. Congrats to Asia Wilson and Mountain Dew on this award.
I could use one of those, that hair salon.
Yes, it's been more than a year. We'll say it's been more than a year since my last haircut.
Yeah, that's a while.
This next award is all about the people behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. The people in women's sports who do everything.
Have a podcast.
Run an NWHL Twitter account.
Have another podcast.
Run 2 teams' Twitter accounts.
Write for the New York Times.
Trend on Twitter during games.
Wait, how many people are we talking about?
Certainly not enough. These are the nominees for behind the scenes.
Alyssa Turner, keeper of WoHo Twitter. The Ice Garden.
Do we get to hear from you? Are you going to be
Erica
involved?
Ayala.
Please tell us yes.
Yes. It is a yes. I will be joining the 6-person broadcast team that will be bringing you the NWHL 2021 season. We get to be in sunny Florida, which we get to be in Florida.
And the trendy goes to
Erica Lindsay Ayala.
Erica is here to accept her award tonight.
Good evening to all of those tuned in to the Trendies. Erica Lindsay Ayala here. It is an honor to learn that I won an award. Behind the scenes award. Wow. Especially looking at the nominees, Alyssa Turner, the Ice Garden, and Orlando Pride. It's just fantastic to be in such great company. And I know there are so many more working diligently to place women in sports and women's sports on a much higher platform than the men's would like us to have. But, I just think it is fantastic to see that the Trendies is not only celebrating women's sports and women in sports, but it's what I like to call a strong crossover. So I have to absolutely give thanks to Gal Pal Sports, to Future Millionaires, and of course, She Plays. The fact that you all came together to put on an awards show dedicated to women in sports and women's sports, I think is fantastic. I'm a big fan, and I accept this award with great honor and humility. And I will continue to work at all hours of the night on all kinds of projects, because that's what it takes to give women and women in sports the respect and the shine that they deserve. So I received these flowers in real time. Thank you so much. I am honored. I am humbled. And hey, hopefully, if sports can ever get its life together, we can be together once again. But thank you again. Hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Erica Lindsay Ayala, aka Auntie, signing out.
Thank you, and congrats to Erica for all she does in women's sports.
All right, so this next award is all about the fun side of sports, which we have no shortage of around here, but more specifically, the great dance moves that we've gotten to see from athletes all year long. It's clear that these athletes are multifaceted. Not only can they play, they can move too, and it's honestly getting a little bit intimidating. We saw some truly excellent moves this year on social media, and this award goes to the best of the best. Here are your nominees for Best Moves. Julie Allen for Toronto 6 warm-up dances. The Chicago Sky for TikTok dances in the level.
Yeah, I thought you could never get loose. I thought you could never get loose. I thought you could never get loose. Get loose, get loose. I thought you could never get loose. I thought you could never get loose. What? I thought you could never get loose. Get loose, get loose.
For Toronto 6 for pre-game dance featuring Gigi Murphy's Tiny Hands. And the trendy goes to the Chicago Sky for all the TikTok dances they blessed us with this year. They couldn't be here tonight, so accepting this award on their behalf is that girl who always does all the work in the group projects. Here's what she had to say about the Sky. In every group project, there's always one person who carries the team, knows all the answers, and keeps the group on track. Diamond DeShields is clearly this person for the Chicago Sky, and we love her for it. As for everyone else, though they might not have the confidence in the choreography that DeShields does, they're dancing their hearts out anyway, and we love them too. This was clearly a group effort, and we're so glad that they're getting the recognition they deserve. Now, if everyone could please join me in giving a tiny hand to all of our Best Moves nominees.
Is that your tiny applause?
That's as small as they go.
Oh, okay.
Sisters.
Daughters.
Second cousins.
These are all members of families.
They play together.
They negotiate contracts together.
They got us through 2020 with their cute as hell Instagram posts.
Here are the nominees for favorite family.
The Packer family. Derica Hamby and baby Amaya. The Mewis sisters. And the Ogwumage sisters. And the trendy goes to the Mewis sisters.
Well, neither of my sisters could be here tonight, but they're too busy playing soccer. But now that I, Misty Mewis, finally have the spotlight, it feels like I'm at the art show my parents never came to see. I'm so thankful for this opportunity. Please, never ask me about soccer again. Congrats to my sisters. I just want to be left alone with my paints.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Add me on Instagram.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, we love getting to celebrate all the moms in sports. Women's sports is unique in that it has mothers in it. So we've got people making quick returns after maternity leave and people juggling how incredibly difficult it must be to raise a toddler while playing professional sports. And we're just glad that we got to honor as many of them as we could tonight in our little in memoriam segment. But that does bring us to our final award. Here to present I won't tell you the name of it quite yet, but we have Future Millionaires one more time.
Great. So for our final award of the night, we wanted to do something really special. Women had to fight for their right to belong in the world of sports for years and years, and some spend their entire careers trying to reach to the top. It's a hard road that requires incredible perseverance to walk, which is why we want to honor a woman tonight who's reached the pinnacle of her career after a very long journey. We would like to present the inaugural Kim Ang Award, named for its first recipient. This award is for a person who spent their whole career climbing and through that hard work has reached the highest level in their field. This past year, Kim Ang was named general manager of the Marlins. Just this year, after decades of hard work and a long resume in the majors, she's broken a major barrier for women in men's sports. She's the first woman to hold this job, making a path for those who will come and follow her that didn't exist before. We'll certainly be thanking her for generations to come, but tonight we're honored to present her with the first ever Kim Ang Award. As a massive baseball fan myself, I've been obsessed with Kim ever since I was a little girl, and I actually have a pic of me at her cutout at the Hall of Fame in Major League Baseball that I went to last year with my dad, where she has like a sick 1990s beeper, and I do lobby for her to bring that back. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but Kim has written a statement for us to read tonight, which I'll read right now. Thank you very much for this honor, being an athlete and knowing what it takes every day. The preparation, the leadership, the work ethic, and the ability to handle pressure is an important part of development and driving you to succeed. I find the young women athletes of today to be so inspiring. They don't see limits. I marvel at their talent and their passion to achieve their goals, both on and off the field. It's important to believe in yourself and love what you do. It's your commitment to excellence that will drive your success and fuel the inspiration for those surrounding you. I wish each of you the best in your future endeavors, and thank you once again for this recognition. Awesome. And now back to She Plays and Gal Pal Sports to take us home.
There we go. Got my Mountain Dew ready.
These sleeves aren't long enough to do this properly, but I thought they should make a comeback.
What a great night, everyone.
What a night. What a show.
First Trendies ever.
What a team.
In the books.
We did it. It's happening. We did it.
We did it. Gosh, thanks to all of our nominees and our winners, everyone who was able to join us via video or Julie Ehrman joining us live. Thank you so much to everyone for being a part.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's so awesome that we're able to come together from all parts of the sporting world and to make this happen. It's really truly amazing.
We also want to thank the leagues and the teams for all the work they're doing. We know it is tireless, and we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we've got our social scrolling, but follow She Plays Instagram and Twitter at She Plays Pro.
Gal Pal Sports, we are on Twitter and Instagram at Gal Pal Sports, and there you can find links to our YouTube as well.
And Future Millionaires at Future Millionaires on Instagram. Definitely give them a follow. Just thanks again, everyone, for coming tonight and joining us for the 2021 Trendies.
Yay. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Cheers. Yeah.